The year 2026, it's foreseen as a magical, transformative year. We are starting at the year number 1 in numerology, and it's within the year of the horse within Chinese astrology. So things maybe will happen really fast. You know that the horse, they work hard and they run fast. Everyone who has seen a horse race, they know what I'm talking about. So with that said, before I started this recording, something very interesting happened. I was about to prepare the reading and shuffling the cards, etc., etc., and then my cat suddenly jumped on the table, and she I have something on the table, and she hold on to it, and everything, my cup of coffee, it spilled out, and all my tarot deck got wet, so I had to change the tarot deck that I was supposed to use. So I don't know if that is something symbolic. She's climbing in the Christmas tree at the background now. So yeah, maybe there is something about something unforeseen. This was a little bit like a tower moment to me. So tower moment. Fortunately, I avoided the disaster, so she didn't break my coffee cup, my favorite coffee cup, and nothing got broken or destroyed, but of course it got wet all over here. So with that said, maybe 2026 will be some kind of that year for you. Something will spill all over, but nothing will be broken. So as you can see, I've pulled out some oracle cards that can give us some clue of the energy for 2026. And I had to take a long pause because so many things occurred at the same time, and suddenly my cat decided to go berserk in my Christmas tree, and then I just decided that enough is enough. I have endured with this energy now since late November, and now it's time to get this Christmas tree away. So I still have some Christmas decorations, so but yeah, maybe that is something for you in 2026, that you just decide that enough is enough. Now you have endured with some energy for so long, and you had enough. You're finished, you're packing your things, and you just leave, or you just decide that whatever this is for you, it's time to make a change. Yeah. So interesting energy, and of course that is something that is said about 2026. I haven't put myself in all the planetarian changes that will happen within zodiac signs, etc., etc. But I heard something about Uranus, and Uranus is the ruling planet of the zodiac sign Aquarius, and we are in the Aquarian time, and we will be in this Aquarian timeline for the next 20 or 25 years. is what I have heard. So with that said, a lot of changes going on, and of course with the energy of the horse, this is the energy of the fire horse, and you know that fire is something that expand really fast from you lit the fire until it spread. So fire is both destructive and renewal energy. So let's see. Give and receive. Interesting. We have the number 24. That adds up to the number 6. And this looked very much to me like the Lover's card in Tarot. Touching each other's heart, listening to each other's, connecting, more intuitive, connecting with each other more telepathically. We had yesterday a message from from the angels where we had the Lover's card. I will try to find where it is. We had the Lover's card, and on that Lover's card we have a man and a woman with different color skin, and here you have different color skin, one pink and one blue. To me, this is of course the feminine and the masculine aspect, and see the and accept the differences between accept the differences between humans. Remember that we are not different as we think we are. I will have this Lover's card together with this give and receive. Now let's see. Healing the past. Yes, of course. So maybe 2026 will be the year that you finally, maybe, heal the past. Whatever this is, this can be, of course, something very deep. With you can see the roots here, something very deep, ancestral wounds. With this energy, I feel maybe if you have been wronged, with ancestral wounds. With that, I mean, we have, of course, many examples. We have the slaves that were imported from Africa to the new continent, America. And of course, we have been it has been focused very much on the United States. But have in mind that, unfortunately, many Africans from the African continent were spread all over the American continent. Not only in the north, but many were put on farms, even in the Caribbean, and of course in South America. And especially we have a large population in Colombia and Brazil. So have that in mind, that there are many with African roots, especially in Caribbean, Jamaica, for example, Haiti, Yeah, many. So that is, of course, an ancestral wound. We have the indigenous, the natives that were in the American continent and were just pushed away from their land, pushed away and pushed into reserves, and pushed into a culture that was not aligned with themselves. And they were forced to forget their language, they were forced to forget their culture with medicine plants, with healing, connecting with nature. Yeah. And of course we have, unfortunately, white. We have also white stories. For example, the Irish people were very much put in a low class, and it's a very sad story, and has been forgotten, unfortunately. So yeah, there has been many difficult stories, but if this is not an ancestral wound, maybe this is a wound that is personal to you, that you will heal throughout 2026. Now, let's see, communicating freely. We had it called very recently. I communicate from the depths of my being. So yeah, it's time to talk about the past. It's time to shine light on things. Maybe ancestral things, of course, as all the examples that I mentioned, but also personal things. It's time to communicate freely about your feelings, about your emotions, about how you feel that you have been treated. But of course also listening to, be receptive to the answer from the other part. So don't forget that there are many parts in a situation. So it's not only about you talking about yourself and your needs, but you also are more open and receptive to communicate with the ones that has done you wrong, because you are interested in healing the past. And if you're not listening to the other part, you won't heal the past. If you only are interested in talking about yourself and talking about your story, and not interested in hearing the answer and from the other part, then you won't heal the past. You won't heal the past at all. Yes, of course. So we start the reading with the sun. Beautiful energy for the year to come. And it's interesting that we have the number 1. 1 and 9 is 10, and that is symbolic for the coming year, number 1. And I suddenly heard the sun is shining, the weather is clear. So yeah, Bob Marley. Talking about ancestral, he is of course from from slaves that were put on the on the farms on Jamaica, growing sugar cane. I think that was, and of course fruits, exotic fruits for the market in Europe. So you have been planting the seeds. So it's throughout 2026. It's time to nurture the seeds that you have planted and take care of the seeds that you have been planting. And with number 7, I feel that the seeds that you have planted and are nurturing throughout 2026, you will see the fruition of it in the year 2027. So entering into 2027, you will see the richness. Not sure what the year 2027 is in Chinese astrology. Maybe it's a goat. Yeah, I think it's the goat, the year of the goat. Okay, let's see. Yeah, planting seeds. Planting seeds and taking care on and nurture the seeds throughout this year. That is beautiful. Oh wow, the wheel. Look at the last one. And the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's destined for this to grow. It's interesting that we go from 1 pentacle to 2 pentacles. So throughout the year, it's destined for this seed that you have been planting or plant throughout this year, or you have already planted it. It's destined for it to grow. It's destined for it to grow, and you need the balance. If you have been growing your own vegetables at any time in your life, or maybe you are a farmer, I don't know, you know that you need the right amount of sunlight and the right amount of water, fertilizers, caring, etc., etc. This of course is symbolic for me. This almost looks like the sun and the moon, and you know that the circle of the moon is all continuing. Every second week we have a new moon, and every second week we have a full moon, right? So we are in this cycle each and every time, and one moon cycle is 28 days, more or less. So this is an everlasting circle, everlasting spiral of life. But it's destined now for you to get what you deserve, luck in whatever. I feel that of course this is luck in finances, with all these look almost like pentacles. So 2026 looks like an amazing year. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a blessed 2026, and I'll see you again in another reading very soon. Bye for now.